Alright. I got two phones, one for my sugar daddy, other for my sugar he be trigger happy. Got my little drink. Man, what's up YouTube? I'm back with another video. I'm doing a different kind of video I'm doing a different kind of video today. More so for my entrepreneurs, well, future entrepreneurs. It'll be 5 tips. It'll be 5 tips on how to start a business. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Anyways, time to get into the video. Okay, so the first step to starting a business, have an idea. Basically, having an idea means you know or have an idea of what you want to sell, what your business or your brand will be representative of, what people will come to you for. Okay, a lot of people just want to or think that being an entrepreneur, you're getting all this money, you can quit your job right away, etc., etc. Which in due time that is true, but everybody has to start from somewhere. So whatever your idea may be, always keep in mind that I won't say you must, but you'll be more successful if you start a business based on what you're passionate about, what you're knowledgeable about. For example, I actually have 3 businesses. I have my dance company, I have a clothing business, as you can see, and skincare. So let's go with my dance company. I've been dancing since I was 4 years old. Passionate about it, trained on it throughout years, went to school for it, etc., etc. That's something I have a passion for. So that's something I know I will never get bored of doing. That's something that'll keep my business afloat and keep it going. Or like skincare. The ones who know me or know me for a long time, even personally, know that I forever love skincare. Like I personally have like a every day and like a every week skincare routine. So being that I studied different elements of skincare or different characteristics and ingredients, etc., whatever you want to call it, I had that idea, and being that I have a passion for it, I like doing it. It helps grow. When it comes down to fashion, even like before I was out the closet, I was always watching like how Michael Jackson dressed, clearly how Beyonce dressed, and a lot of people wouldn't understand, or this might not make sense, but even when Destiny's Child was out, or like TLC, and all of them will be wearing the same type of clothing or fabric, but in different styles, that always spoke out to me. So it's like, dang, I always wanted to do that. Learned how to sew, took different classes, practice, and it works. That's something I will never get tired of. Different looks, being unique. That's another reason when Lady Gaga came out, even though everyone would think she was weird or whatever you want to call it, I thought it was different because it's something that you don't see on an everyday basis. It's allowing, just like in Dancing With Me, it's allowing you to express yourself in a different way. So that's something I would never get tired of. So speaking of my 3 businesses, you have businesses. You have Infamous Rhythm, which I started in 2013. When I actually started it, I had just graduated. Everybody knows that in high school, I literally was like in all of the shows. I've done music videos, everything like that. So when I was going to stop, the kids that were under me was like, no, we want you to keep going, blah, 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 blah. So I kept it going, and for the first couple of years, it was just something that was done for fun. I'm still a teenager, I'm working in college, just giving back to the community. Because I remember when I was growing up, my parents couldn't afford for me to go in the studio. Like anytime I was in the studio was off of scholarships from, dancing. But whatever, started in 2013, and then I would say maybe 2017. Yeah, 2017 is when I started taking it to a different level. I started an actual company. Like, okay, this is an actual program where your kids could come do this, that, and the third. We do competitions, we do shows, whatever you want to call it, parades. We have fun. From where I'm from, I was actually one of the best. So I've always had like if you don't know who I am, or I'm pretty sure you've seen, I've always had like a big group. Sooner or later the next year, I had a thought one day to expand. So if nobody knows, like the Miami area, we have what we call down south, the city, and then it goes north from there. I was always down south. I expanded to I would say the city area, but more so Miami Gardens area, and I started a team up there. At the time then, I have 2 teams. Being that my name is out there now and everyone knows who I am and what we do, I have 2 different groups of kids. Mind you, this is a business at the end of the day, so being that we travel and do competition stuff, I'm getting paid now from 2 different groups of children. I also have Infamous Apparels. Now, when I finally decided once again to take my designing or my customizing serious, is when again I took something that I was already doing to the next level. In high school, I was already painting shoes, jackets, customizing jeans, shredding shirts, like hand sewing little like homecoming and prom stuff. But for the most part, I would never get paid for it. I started perfecting my craft and practicing, and then I started, my own business for it. I finally opened up my business for it. Started off small, created a logo, which anything that you have, you need to have a logo. That's just that. And then now, recently in October of 2020, I launched my skincare business. Prior to that, after doing all my research, studying what I need to study, learning what I need to learn, I launched it, and now I'm with 3 businesses. So you always have to have an idea of what you want to do. Preferably have a passion for it. And even if you don't have a passion for it yet, but it's something that you think you want to get into, do your research and be knowledgeable of what you're trying to sell, what you're trying to do. Because in any world, you cannot be a salesman, businessman, whatever you want to call it, and try to sell somebody something that you don't know anything of. When you sell something, it has to have some type of description. What is this that you're selling? What is it made of? What does it do? How does it benefit your consumer? So that's something to think about. All right. So tip number 2 will be to invest. Before I really started doing YouTube, or like, I don't know, when I really started getting into like the little entrepreneur videos, I see a lot of, how to start a business with $500, how to start a business with $300. Those are lies. If anybody will keep it real, I'm gonna keep it real. Those are straight lies. Any and everything that you do needs you to invest. To invest in something, you need money. So it's some people that think that, I can't work at McDonald's, or I can't do fast food, or I can't do this and the third because it doesn't pay enough, which is, I agree. But you have to start from somewhere. You need some type of money to build up what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. It's a saying that says, you have to spend money to make money, which is absolutely true. Then, even when you spend that money to start making your money, that don't mean go out and quit your job. No, it don't work that way. There's no possible, I ain't gonna say there's no possible way, but there's really not a possible way. I guess you could say depending on the business, but there's no possible way that you can start a business with just $300 or $500, because if you want to be successful and if you want people to take it serious, or you want to look the part, you really have to invest. By that means you have to invest in your logo. Unless you know how to do it yourself, whatever you have to invest in, for example, your logo, business cards, materials. Okay, so say for instance, like when I started sewing, I had to invest in the sewing machine. I had to invest in the materials like scissors, needles, threads, sooner or later a mannequin, fabrics. Like, everything is an investment. You have to have have to spend that money before you start making that money. You have to make back the money that you spent to start making more money so that you can start making more than what you put in for a profit, if that makes sense. For example, let's say I purchased a sewing machine for $150. And I have let's say this, I have this fabric I bought for, let's say I bought like 10 yards and for a total of, I don't know, another $50, so that's $200. Had to buy thread, needles, scissors, all the materials. Let's just say that's another $50. So then let's just say I needed logo, business cards, and just say shipping boxes. So that's another $50. So in total, 150, 50 is 200. Another 50 is 250. I had got lost. So in total that's $300. Mind you, going back to the job, you need money to. I need the $300 first to get it. So I done started my little $300. I think I'm ready to start my business. Boom. You need customers. You need customers. Nobody, unless you like you were already doing something before, nobody's just gonna off the bat buy something from you, especially with all of the scams and everything that's going on nowadays. So you have to practice. If I would have just, okay, I got my $300, I got my machine, I got my materials, I got my fabric, and then quit my job, I would have put myself in a hole. Mind you, you're gonna go broke before you start making money. It's just that's with everybody. So here I am. I made $300. I used $300 to get the materials I need. It's going to be time. It's going to be time before someone supports and wants something from you. So let's just say, I don't know, let's just say, boom, this is a two-piece, something I made and I sold it. It's a two-piece, leather two-piece. I can't sell it for Lord knows how much. Let's say I sold it for $30 or $35. That's only one piece. That's not counting if I have to ship it, the money it takes to ship it, etc. So, and who knows when the next time you're gonna get an order or something like that. You get what I'm saying? So that means I would have had to sell about. That means I would have had to sell about 9 of these just to make back the money that I used to get my materials and supplies. Mind you, so now I'm back at square one. I'm zeroed out. So now that I've already gotten the materials and I've made back the money that I used to put in my business, I'm still gonna have to put that money back into the business because I'm gonna have to buy new fabric for more orders, different fabrics for different types of orders, whatever. So it's a chain. You have to really keep your business going until you've really gotten to the point where where everything coming in is just a profit. A lot of people have businesses where they sell clothes. So even though I know how to purchase my own, even though I know how to make my own clothing and everything, sooner or later when I expand my business again, I'm going to start looking into selling what a lot of us call ready to wear outfits. Like, let's just say more two pieces, but you have to look for vendors for that. So if you're not a person who's like me, or you're into fashion but you want to sell or have your own boutique, you have to invest in vendors. Vendors are not cheap. Even if you don't find your own vendor or you purchase a vendor from somebody, you're still going to need more money to purchase whatever you're trying to sell. The smartest thing to do is to start with, again, let's just use this for an example. Let's just say I'm a vendor and I sell these two pieces. You want to buy them for me to sell them for your customers so you think they'll sell. Start off with something small, like maybe you want to do, hey, I'm going to do 5 orders wholesale. So just so you can see how they sell, it doesn't matter what it is. You have to invest in vendors. And even when you invest in your vendor, you're still going to have to invest in your vendor to get your whatever you're selling for your customers. So it's just everything is an investment when it comes down to your business. Everything is an investment. Everything. You cannot go and take that money and just spend it on yourself, because then you'll be back at square one with $0 and you're not being consistent in what you're selling. So now it's like you're always sold out, you always have no relaunch or restock. People will not take you serious. That's not what businessmen do. It's just not. If McDonald's was to take their money that they're making off their french fries and just spend it on whatever and not buy the potatoes to keep selling back into the different stores to sell to you guys, they'll be running out of french fries. And what's McDonald's without french fries? It means already having in your head when I first started this business out, every penny that I make is going to go back into my business until I'm profiting. So have the bigger picture in mind and know that you want to make money. Know that you want to quit your 9 to 5 that you do not like. You'll get there. I promise you. Alright, so tip number 3 is promotion. Nowadays, all social medias, especially like Instagram and even like, I'm even just finding out on TikTok, use your social media to promote. Post. I have this issue myself where, because I do so many different things, I'll post one thing and it'll be probably another week before I post, which is something I'm trying to work on this year. But see, in my defense, like with clothing, everything's custom. I don't have a vendor and sell things that I've already purchased and just flip it and resell it. So luckily now with the clothing business, when I purchase something and it's something that's it's something that's different, something that people want, I'll get a couple of orders and it'll take me a little bit of time to do those orders and then have those orders shipped. Then I'll probably be working on something new and then post that, or however it goes. That's why it's kind of hard to post on Instagram, but I found new ways to be more constant with posting. Keep posting and do not let, this is something I learned too recently last year, do not let likes or views stop you from posting or discourage you. There's been plenty of posts where I posted something and it got like maybe 5 likes, but the people that even like your stuff won't even be the ones to buy your stuff most of the time. They just like it because it's cute, or like because it's pretty, or like it because it's you. I would post something, get those 5 little likes, 30 little views, whatever it is. But my inbox would be, how much is this? This, that, and the third. Blase, blase, blase. So don't let likes and views on social media discourage you. And use hashtags. Clearly use hashtags that's relevant to what you're selling or what you're promoting. But don't be afraid to throw in 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 hashtags in that aren't relatable to what your product but are trending, because when it's trending and people are scrolling every day on what's new, they'll see your post sooner or later. So use your hashtags. Don't be scared to use your hashtags. Again, with your promotion, have patience. Just like with the entire business that you're doing, have patience. You're probably going to do maybe 10 posts before you get 1 order. But have patience, because somebody somewhere is going to see it. Somebody somewhere is going to support you. Somebody somewhere is going to buy it. I promise you, you have to have patience. And speaking of social media and promotion, don't think that you see people like let me use people for example when it comes down to skincare, or even like with lip gloss that I sell. Bougie Barbie, Ari J, Mocha Princessa, Shop Stunning Shades, whatever. They all, Glamazon Tay even. They post these beautiful pictures with all of their packages and the third. Don't let that discourage you. Let that motivate you. Because just like you're starting from somewhere, all these people started from somewhere as well. So have patience. For the ads and the promos, I mean, I technically haven't done it yet. I'm looking into it. But if you know an influencer and you see that they're doing like a promotion every week or something like that, and you actually see that these people are getting results, or you know that these people get views, I mean, I wouldn't say spend an arm and a leg, but sometimes you'll have to spend that money to get that promotion. Like for example, when I'm going to do it, the reason for me doing it is because for the past couple of weeks I've seen that these certain influencers do promotions every week, and I see that it does bring different visitors to your page. I'm from Miami, and already I feel like in Miami they're not gonna support you really. Honestly speaking, all of my customers, whether it's in my skincare and my clothing, other than like dancing, all of my customers come from everywhere else but where I stay. So ads and promos, don't be scared or hesitant of them because they might work. You never know who it'll reach out to. Even like little boosting and promos that Facebook and Instagram do, it's like $5, $10. And of course, like I think the more money you spend, the more it'll reach out to it. So everything again is about, you can say that's another investment, ads and promotions, but you have to promote your work. Also, presentation is everything. If you're going to promote something, make sure you take your product pictures, make sure you edit them, whatever. If you're trying to post blurry content, it's not going to sell. It's not going to sell. Have some type of cute setup, get a ring light or get good lighting, whatever it is. Again, look on these different influencers pages and see how they take their product pictures. I actually had to learn that as well. Girl, I thought getting a little grass background and putting a little products on there and taking a picture with a flashlight with a flash on was gonna sell. I mean, which it did a little bit, but once I relaunched for like the third time, I was like, you know what? Let me try something different. And honestly, when I did, it brought more views in, more customers in, more traffic to my website, more orders in. Think of it like this: you wouldn't want to eat something that looks nasty. Shit. Ooh. Half the time, we eat something that is nasty, but we bought it and tried it because of how it looks. So presentation is everything. All right. The fourth tip to starting a business would be get a website. Get a website. First and foremost, having a website puts your professionalism up like 1,000 points. There's nothing more ghetto than trying to sell something and you put in the comments or in the description DM to order. No. Especially with all the scamming going around now. Having a website, you can use Shopify, Wix, BitCartel, whatever. I personally use Shopify. It's only like $29 a month, I think. And that's for the most simple plan, but it does everything. Having a website sends emails out when your customers buy from you. It organizes what you're selling. People can click on your link or go to your website and actually look at the content or look at the your products, read on the descriptions. It's probably easier to, it's more organized at that. You can still, the same way you post on Instagram your product picture or your videos, whatever, you can do that on your website. On my website, for example, like if I'm selling, like for example, I have gloss, right? So I don't know if you can see. Okay, this has sparkle in it. From just a regular picture, you probably can't see the glitter in the gloss. But with my product pictures I have on there, I also have videos of where someone can swipe through the product videos or pictures and they can see all of that. So having a website it's very more professional. And again, you want people to take you serious. So all that DM the purchase is not. I personally don't even do that anymore with myself nor with other people. The only time that something is being DM'd for a purchase if it's something custom. And even when it's something custom, we could consult through a DM, but whenever you're ready to purchase, not only do I have a contract, but I email that contract to you to have you read it over so we can have an agreement of what's going on. That's the only time I would ever have a DM to purchase. So yeah, that one's very simple, very straightforward. Get a website. Again, that goes back into investing because you have to pay, unless you want to pay for a year, you have to pay monthly on that website. You have to edit that website. You have to keep that website updated. So get a website. Get a website. With websites, you could talk about your brand, talk about yourself, whatever you want to do. I would say more so talk about your brand though. Have your however you want it laid out. Make sure your colors match. Keep it organized. Keep it pretty. Keep it updated. But get a website. All that DMing the purchase is no. Also with the website, your price is there, so nobody will be wasting your time, because there's nothing more irritating or aggravating with people always DMing you, asking you questions about something that they're not even going to buy in the end. So even like, say for instance with me, once whatever my product, say for instance, okay, I just relaunched and I just started my lashes. Let's say I took my product pictures, I took my product videos, I posted it on my website with the description, everything, etc., blah 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 blah. When I go to promote it on, let's say Facebook or Instagram, I'm going to use that same description, but I'm going to put what the cost is. So once I posted about my lashes, I'm going to put the description, post the pictures and the videos, whatever. I'm going to post my link, and I'm going to post the price. So there should be no reason no one's inboxing me, oh, how much, oh, what's the third. Everything that you need to know is already in the post. And I've personally seen that works better for your consumers, because it's just more professional. If I'm on there and I can see everything and you're already answering all my questions, that already showed me right there that number one, you know what you're talking about. Number two, you know what you're selling. And number three, whatever questions I may have or whatever I'm looking for is in the product that I'm interested in, so I'm going to buy. So that's very simple. Just have a website and just keep your website up to date. The fifth and final tip that I'm going to leave you future entrepreneurs with, or you entrepreneurs that are already in the world and just need motivation or help, is to repeat. The reason I say repeat is because, again, once you get your business afloat, step number one, you still have to have an idea. I got my business afloat. I did good with selling, let's just say, shades or hats or something. I want to expand, so let me think. Let me have an idea of what else I can add, what other products I can add, however else I'm going to take new product pictures, however else I'm going to, you know, just make my brand bigger, make more money, sell more things, you know. So to invest, as I said before, whatever money you're making, know how to budget that to what goes in your pockets and what goes back into your business. Because if you want to sell new things, or you want to, let's say, just upgrade packaging, it costs money. So you still have to repeat your investment into your business. Promotion, gotta repeat that on the daily. You have to. And as I was just saying, your website, always have to keep it updated with what you're selling, your guidelines, frequently asked questions, everything. So that's the fifth and final tip I can leave you with. Repeat everything. And as an entrepreneur, especially when you're doing it on your own, all of those steps, I promise you, will get you successful. So for more videos like this, leave me with a thumbs up. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will be back with another video very, very soon. And thanks for watching.